Happy Walkabout Wednesday, everyone. Hashtag Walkabout Wednesday. Today is Wednesday that you're listening. No, Joe hates it.
Is it Wednesday that we're listening? What is Walkabout Wednesday? What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's Wednesday, and my game is Walkabout. And it's alliteration, and it's like the day I do the live stream every week.
Oh, is that how you intro?
No, I don't know. I was just trying to think of something different, but obviously it's not working.
You can't infringe on your company's copyright for our podcast. We're going to get sued into oblivion.
Not have a copyright on Walkabout Wednesday quite. I mean, like, what? We can't talk. Okay, we're here for JoJo.
We can't talk about the mini golf VR game.
Deeper.
We also don't know if they're gonna. No, do it. Do the pitch.
I was gonna say, Walkabout is an existing thing in Aboriginal culture in Australia, so we can't call dibs on that.
What is it? What does it mean?
Oh, it's like a rite of passage for men to like go out on a journey and I guess ideally return. I don't know the exact details, but yeah. So this is so wrong. I'm gonna have to cut this, or we're gonna
I think we're in it. No, I think this is what people have come to Chihayafuru season 3 for. Us to talk about the origins of Walkabout and how it has nothing to do with golf. Or shoujo.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
And also, we don't know if you're listening. The episode's going to be released on a Wednesday probably, but you may not be listening to it on a Wednesday. You could be listening to it on any day of the week.
That's
but
true.
Every day of the week is Walkabout Wednesday.
No. Shucks.
Every day is Walkabout Wednesday if you try hard enough.
No. Okay. No, this is where we say, welcome to the Shoujo podcast. What you thought you were joining into, it's real. We're doing it. We're talking about Chihayafuru season 3, episodes 1 through 3, the final season of our longest coverage by the end of it, or about the same as Rosa Versailles.
Wait, what do you mean?
Rosa Versailles just felt faster. Well, what's the episode? The number, because Rosa Versailles had 70 episodes, right? Yeah.
No.
No? How many episodes? Oh my, no. How many episodes was there?
I'm pretty sure the Rosa
40?
Versailles anime only had like 30 episodes.
I think there's 40. Okay, never mind. This is without a doubt the longest running series.
It's a total of 40 episodes.
Okay. Super, for sure, the longest
series. This is 75, so it's almost twice as much.
Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like think about things like that when picking shows in the future.
Is that true? I feel like the next show we might have a similar problem.
I don't. I just want us to watch what I want.
I know you were like hard pitching us on Kadocha last time. I'm like, that's 102 episodes.
Okay, no, we're not doing it yet. For now, maybe one day. By popular demand. Because like I talked about last week, no one's heard of it. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people asking. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So before we jump into the episodes of Joe's favorite show, what is I can't remember in the ranking. Was Chihayafuru your least favorite show we've covered?
It might be.
Yeah. Well, let
me see.
And one of my proclaimed favorites, even though it's not number one
number
in our ranking. Well, I try to be not just because it's my favorite, but what I think are the better shows. But like I immensely enjoy the series and I'm excited to get back to talking to it. But first, let's see what Joe and Sarah have been up to since last week. What shenanigans has Joe been again?
I don't think I've done anything. I've like hung out with people. I've like gone out to bars and stuff like that. One of the people that I know got his PhD, and so he like was celebrating that, and then like had a going away party because he's going to go to Baltimore. So we did his going away party.
Ooh, that sounds like a cool place to move.
Yeah.
Cold.
That was fun. I like hung out with some people. Some of my coworkers were there, which were interesting. It was good.
Yeah, because you don't see your coworkers
I don't.
like day to day.
No, because I'm like working remote, but like we're all kind of in town, and like some of my coworkers are like now. Because like before, it was very much like my coworkers were, you know, older than me, married, have kids, that kind of thing. So like I don't see them that much. I certainly wouldn't like run into them at anything. But now it's happening, and I'm like, wow, it's like I have real coworkers.
Ooh.
I have coworkers. So
well, this was the job you got out of your
after I got my PhD.
Higher education.
Yeah, this is like my first job that's like at a place.
Okay, so you haven't like worked in a different.
I've done like internships,
kind of
but I haven't had like just
scenario.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been there how long now?
Like 4 years or so.
Like that's a long time.
No.
You're just gonna work there for the rest of your life.
I think I'm gonna die here. That's what I've decided.
Okay.
The rest of my life. It could be short. Who knows?
That dedication. No, don't say that, Joe. I've been watching this will be a transition for me. I've just been watching a bunch of sad documentaries like this weekend. So
wow,
don't say
fun.
that.
Why were you doing that?
Well, I restarted my Coral Island playthrough because there's some new updates and stuff. And I normally play with a podcast playing, but I can't because my phone is broken. And then the old iPhone I have, the only podcast I can listen to is ours, which I normally like listening to ours if I'm driving or something because I can listen to it more intently. But since I didn't have that, I was just playing documentaries while I was playing, and then I don't know, it's like sad when stuff happens. Oh my god. Well, I don't know if you've watched the Dear Zachary. I finally watched it for the first time because that came out in like 2008, and it's a tragic case.
I don't know what this. I don't know what any of this stuff is.
Basically, this guy breaks up with this crazy chick. She, allegedly, I don't think they ever determined what happened, but killed him. And then it turns out she was pregnant with his child. And so his parents wanted a relationship with the son of their son. But then she, like, I don't know, went and, pick out herself and the baby. And so it's like the one piece of their son that was left was taken away by the person who took their son away. It was just like tragic because it was like in Newfoundland, and so like Canadian system like kept letting her out and this and that. And so like if she had been detained properly or whatever, then this probably wouldn't have happened. So it was just really, really sad.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was crying like a bunch. Maybe I don't know. I don't have anything to cry about a lot in my life, so I got to get it out. So I was just like,
okay,
like my face in my hands, like, like for real crying.
Yeah.
Maybe I should continue with this and just watch. And finally, I've been too scared to watch Grave of the Fireflies, but maybe I should now that I'm in this downward.
Yeah, things are already going bad. Why not?
Content, yeah. And I've just been packing and cleaning otherwise. Yep.
Hey, you're getting ready to get out there.
Yeah, literally tomorrow I'm moving. And then on Thursday I'll get a new phone. And then hopefully I can find a car in the next like couple of weeks.
Still forgot you don't have a car.
And then read that, yeah. So yeah, God, I feel like it's been a long, like I haven't had a car in a while, or at least my own car. And then the rental I haven't had for like 3 weeks now. So crazy.
I am shocked you're able to do this. I still would not be able to do anything in Texas. Are you kidding me?
Well, luckily We've had some like work things, and I have a coworker that lives a bit more north than me, so I just hitch a ride with him for anything, if need be. But for the most part, just hanging out at home as I always do. I just don't get to go to the dog park now.
Oh,
wah, wah. Yeah. Yeah. I guess nothing else. I'm just tired. I think I'm getting tired. It's because when I was like in college, obviously you're only moving into one room, but I would just like the day I got there, I would just not sleep and unpack until I was completely unpacked.
Oh man.
And I like would continue to do that, but like the last few years that I move, it's like it really takes it out of you because I'm doing it alone basically. Or even when I was with someone, it was like, I know where everything should go, so I'll do it. Mm-hmm. So it's just, I'm like already tired and I haven't even moved yet. Oh, I got like a 2-hour massage yesterday. And every time I go, it's like, he just like starts going on my left shoulder and is like, ooh, like, oh my God. And then there's like, oh God, yeah. It's just forever stressed.
He's like, wow, there sure is. You carry a lot of stress here, huh?
Well, he was like, it must be something wrong with your posture, the way you're sleeping. I was like, yeah, I know. It then causes, I guess, compensating for the like not balanced. Whatever. So yeah, every time I get a massage, they always are like aghast when they get to my left shoulder. But yeah. Well, I've been going there a lot, so at least they have like a little stamp system. So I got like $10 off of it. And it's like super reasonable because 2 hours, that's a long massage. And I'm still getting it for like the price of what a lot of places would charge for a single hour. So I'm getting like twice as much for half the price. And yeah, so yeah, it's just kind of like a strip mall one, but it's getting the job done. I don't need the fancy, like, I don't know, whatever place. I don't need the Viva salon that puts you in a sauna first and blah, blah, blah. I don't need all the extra stuff. I just need the massage, and this place does it. And it's in walking distance, which has been huge for my carless self.
Limited by that, huh?
Oh, yes. I feel like I'm rambling. Yeah, but why? How about this is my turn? I get to listen to you talk about Chihayafuru season 2 OVA since I did not watch it. I'm ready to just close my eyes and listen to what you have to say.
This OVA. Okay, I guess. Well, is there anything interesting to talk about season 3? Season 3. Oh, here's probably the most interesting thing, which I just like saw, which is that. So season 1 comes out 2011 or 2020. 2011. Season 2 comes out 2013, 2 years, later. Pretty like normal. We're just making the show. Yeah. And then there's a huge pause. And then season 3 comes out in 2019.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that recent. Yeah.
So.
See, again, it just keeps happening where shoujo just like sporadically will get a new season a long ass time later.
Yeah, I don't know why this is. I couldn't find anything that says like why this happened, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm excited regardless because this is the season I like hardly remember at all. So super psyched to.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've only watched this one once previously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But other than that, I think it's more like the same studio and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, did they have any other like giant project that just like took precedence or priority over this? Good question.
What happened in Madhouse in 2013? Let me see. 2010s. 2013, 20. Okay, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff. They're making Hunter x Hunter. They're making.
Oh, well, I could see that being.
Diamond. I don't think that's probably it.
No.
It doesn't look like anything here is like huge, would take everybody.
Hunter x Hunter.
But they started that in 2011. That's 2011, 2014. So they were making that concurrently.
Yeah.
No, I'm not seeing anything.
I don't know.
I mean, they make a bunch of stuff because Madhouse is a big studio. So.
Yay, whoever decided to bring it back for us to cover.
pretty.
Joe doesn't want this show to end.
But I don't know how production works. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Oh, wait, maybe they made a movie. Let me see. No, they didn't. The Hunter x Hunter movie?
Because, like, when the pandemic happened, did that? I feel like it affected, like, English dubbing. Because, like, shows that were already made then couldn't be dubbed. But I'm like, was there? Because this happened right before that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is before that.
Obviously. So, yeah. So, not like that was a reason for the...
I don't know.
Massive delay.
No idea why.
Whatever.
Anyway, we're starting with the OVA, which is bundled with the season 2 home video, I think. And is why.
So when you say home video, I just think of VHS, but I guess
like
it
DVD,
just means
Blu-ray
that you buy to take home.
I don't know if Blu-rays are. When did Blu-rays really start coming out?
I feel like they came out with the PS3, so there was the war of HD movies and Blu-ray discs. And the Xbox 360 was HD movie compatible, and then the PlayStation was Blu-ray compatible.
Yeah, we all know who won that fight.
Yeah.
Well, this came with it. It takes place in between season 2 and 3, so it's like while Chihaya is in the hospital. So I guess I'll start with that one. If you don't know where to find this, good luck. It's hard to find. I had to download a copy of it somewhere. So, I mean, I used my Blu-rays is what I did. So, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So, Chihayafuru OVA is called My Life Passes By in Vain as I watch the long rains fall. So, the OVA opens on Sumire meeting Taichi at the beginning of the second season on the train. Like, it plays out that scene again. And, like, when he's going to the Karuta Society instead of practicing with the team. So they have that little scene. And the scene plays out the same, except for suddenly Taichi declares that he's in love with her, and we realize that this is a daydream, and she wakes up. We find out that it's actually summer break, and Sumire has fallen asleep in the Karuta club room. Nishida shows up and talks about how the rest of the team is visiting Chihaya in the hospital. So that's how we're setting at what point in time we're at. Sumire wants to use Chihaya's absence to get close to Taichi. Eventually the rest of the crew shows up, and Tsukuba mentions that they need to decide what to do for the culture festival that's upcoming that I guess the school puts on. So school clubs have to do things.
I guess because it's like Sumire, then she always gets lumped with Tsukuba, and that's why he's probably makes a big appearance in this OVA where he wouldn't normally.
Yeah, there's some not great Tsukuba comedy as per usual.
Oh, great. Cool.
Tsutomu shows up last with a fan because it's hot, because it's summer and they don't have AC, I guess.
Ugh, hell on earth.
They, as a team, decide what to do for the culture festival. Their initial ideas was to do a karuta demonstration, but Sumire doesn't like that because they can't get her closer to Taichi if they're just demonstrating karuta. So instead, she proposes they do a play of the tale of Genji because it's a romance. And if she can get Taichi to be Genji, she can be the love interest. And like, you know.
I bet Kana ate this up. If this is one of the poems from the...
Well, we're getting there.
Was it here?
Everyone at first is like, no, okay. Why would we do that? They're all like, what? That requires like props and practice. And also none of us have even like been on a stage before. But Sumire doubles down. So they decide to keep it like considerate. So it's either perform karuta demonstration or do this play. Sumire tries to pitch it as a historical play, you know, like around the time the poems were written, that kind of thing. Like we're doing like a poetry thing. Like that's related.
Okay, so it's not actually from one of the poems. It's just...
I don't think so. I don't think there's a poem about the tale of Genji.
So it's a stretch.
So it's still a stretch, but it's like, oh, it's like around that time period. And then she's like, hey, Kana, we can like get everyone to wear, you know, the old timey outfits that your parents' store stocks. So it could be like an advertisement for that. And Kana's like, ooh, you're right. We can do that. Okay,
well, why not just do like a bunch of well, I guess because then you have a bajillion props to make. But I was like, if you just reenact like poems, those have romance that you could bank off of. It doesn't have to be this.
But how else is she going to get Taichi to kiss her? I mean, come on. You got to keep your eye on the prize here, okay? This is a stretch the whole time, and she knows it.
Okay. Do you think they actually... Because this is like such a thing, right? In shoujo, where it's like, oh, the school play, and then, oh, a kiss, and then usually they, you know, it doesn't actually happen. But schools I don't know. I was not in theater. Do people expect people to kiss in these school performances.
I mean, yeah, like if you're like a theater kid and you're gonna want to do that in college, you might as well, right? It's not like you're making out.
Well, I can't believe the school would allow the like art director or the theater whatever to be like, let's get some kids to kiss up in here. That does seem wild.
They're acting. It's not real.
Real.
We went to like a pretty conservative
They're actually kissing.
high school, okay? And they're fine with it. So I feel like this isn't that big of a deal.
Okay.
Our high school was on the Colbert Report one time.
It was?
You don't remember this?
What?
Yeah, we were on the Colbert Report for like a segment because we needed.
Well, I only went freshman year.
Well, yeah, it was the district. It was the school district.
Oh.
Because we needed to get permission slips to hear Obama tell us to stay in school. It was very stupid.
Oh, I just definitely tuned that out.
And they still let us do that. So I don't think this is a big deal.
I can't believe they did that. Okay. Well,
it's because we went to school with dumbasses. Anyway.
That's wild. That's it's okay. Hey, I still didn't. At least, well, if that was true, I would have been higher up on the GPA ranks or something.
Okay. Let's see. Where am I? I lost my place in the list. Okay. So initially, yeah, so like she brings Kana on board, but like the rest of the team still isn't. And like initially it seems like they're gonna go with the karuta demonstration, but then it starts storming outside, so everybody decides to stay in and keep discussing because they can't leave because there's a storm. Samira is able to get Satomu on board by saying he's the master of literature and would write a great like script adaptation. And he's like, oh, you're right. I do like writing stuff. Maybe I will do that. And then she gets the rest of the guys on board by just being like, oh, I so wanted to perform with you guys, like a team building thing. And they're like, all right, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody's on board and they're going to do the play. Great. Okay, that's phase 1. Get them to do the play. Phase 2, casting. So immediately Samire suggests Taichi play the role of Genji, and he's like, I don't really want to do that, but the rest of the team pressures him into doing it, so he's like, all right, fine. They're like, you're the hot guy, you have to be Genji, and he's like, fine, I guess I'll do it.
No one's going to show up to their play unless it's him doing it.
All right. Now for the love interest. I don't know how many people are even in the Tale of Genji. It sounds like there's only 2. So, all right, this is the hard part. So Kana nominates Chihaya immediately, and Nishida and Samira don't think she can pull off being a princess. So Samira is trying to like pull it back to her, but then Kana pushes the point because she's trying to get Taichi and Chihaya together at this point.
Oh yeah. So
we're conflicting, and things are starting to fall into Chihaya's favor. So Samira tries to punt to someone else, but no one nominates her, and so she throws out the idea that they should all try to be on stage together. She's like, all right. I can't be the love interest. So what if we were all on stage? What if we all participated? And they're like, but there aren't that many characters in the Tale of Genji. Like, how are we all going to be on stage? And Samira says that they should all just cross-dress and be any character. Just whatever. Who cares? I just need to be on stage with Taichi. And initially, they all think makes no sense. But then they lighten up to the idea. And they're like, I don't know, maybe it'll be fun. We could just make it whatever we want. That's kind of fun, right? Cool. So that's the plan. That's what they're going to do. A free-for-all Tale of Genji play.
It's an anime, Sarah. Stop being stressed out about the semantics. It's not even canon thing.
A few days later, they get the script, and Kana narrates over a montage of them practicing the play together. And looks like they're having fun, and they're making little sets, and they're like doing some practice, and she and Taichi are laughing together. It's so good. And then sometime later, Chihaya is about to get released from the hospital, and Samira uses her last time alone with Taichi to tell him that she hopes the play goes well. Then we see a news report that there's a giant storm that hits the school and wrecks their set, because half of it was like outside because it was too big to fit in the room. So instead, they get to do a low-budget comedy show starring Chihaya, Samira, and Nishida dressed up. It's like a historical comedy show. And then we get a Samira-themed credit montage at the end. And in the post-credits, we see more of the comedy show, and we've learned that it's actually a big hit because they're very funny. And And then we get one final shot of Arata being sad he's not in the OVA. Get wrecked. The end.
Oh, whatever. You're not even in the anime. Not. Get out of town.
It's very funny. He's just like, I'm not even in this one, huh?
Yeah.
And that's the OVA.
Okay.
It's good.
Well, in the montage, was Sumeri wearing cute outfits or something? Or is it just
It's just clips of the show that she's in.
Dang. Okay.
I think it's good that the show acknowledges that Sumeri is the best character. It is the actual protagonist.
Yeah.
And this OVA gave me more stuff than I usually get, which is like I get them all hanging out and being buds and talking to each other.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And that's good. And I wish I got more of that. But let me tell you, these first 3 episodes of season 3 do not give me that at all. So I had a great time.
You know what they give you? They give you the trademark flashback. The bajillionth time. In case you forgot these things that they keep showing us.
My first sentence of season or of episode 1 is so funny. Oh my god. Anyway, the OVA is good. I like the OVA.
Yeah, this one was good. It was a bit more chipper.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you have any questions about it?
About the OVA or the?
Yeah, because you said you didn't watch it, right? So
sorry. For some reason, in my mind, you're talking about the opening credits.
No.
Nope.
It'll be a while before we talk about that.
I am stressed out by her plan,
so
and I would have been like, "This is stupid. Why are we agreeing to do this?" Because God, so I would have been like annoyed with this, but whatever. Everyone's a dummy that she hangs out with, so they're all come around.
No, it's cute.
I'm glad you got your.
I got my Sumeri fill, and let me tell you, that's good because she's barely in these episodes. So
yeah, that's true.
Which I guess we'll get to. All right,
and we're back to the crazy titles.
Chihayafuru season 3, episode 1 is called "May It Be That I Find." We open on a flashback. Not just any flashback, the flashback. Hey, guys, remember when Arata and Chihaya and Taichi played Karuta in Arata's room as like 10-year-olds or whatever, and it was so good they all cried together? Well, we get that whole scene again. I think we get most of the scene. It's a lot of the scene. But, you know, listen.
I mean, okay.
6 years passed.
In this instance, okay, because like, between 1 and 2, it's like season 2 doesn't need that because it's directly following it. This is a major gap in like when the first 2 seasons came out and this one came out, so maybe it makes a bit more sense here. But since we've been watching it,
for us, it's just been a sign of affection. So, which if you didn't listen to our sign of affection coverage, you should go do that. Just pause the episode and go do that.
Right, because it'll be better than this show.
No, I would never say that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, okay, we get some time skips to other like times that Chihaya and the crew played together as kids. We get some transitions to middle school where Chihaya was in gym class and she gets recruited to the track team on the condition that her friend has to join her at the Karuta Society. Chihaya explains the rules of Karuta much more clearly than at any other point in the series, and I'm wondering why we only got this now in season 3.
They had years to be like, oh, maybe people, it doesn't
maybe people don't understand how this game is played. Maybe we should explain it with diagrams, which they did. And let me tell you, good explanation. Finally, in episode, 51 or whatever, I get a clear explanation of Karuta, the game they're playing. Anyway, they start playing and her friend gets destroyed.
Not a single card. Absolutely demolished.
Yeah, they all get demolished. We learned that Taichi hasn't been coming around to the society anymore, so he seems to be dropping off. And then we cut to child Taichi thinking about his time with Arata and Chihaya. Then we cut to child Arata talking to his grandpa about Karuta. And thankfully, that's the last flashback we get. We're done. Eventually, the OP plays, but this is not the actual OP. This is just a montage of last season, which I thought was the OP. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is your OP? It's just a montage of last season? Thankfully, it's not. They just don't have the OP or the ending in the first episode. So, back in the present, we pick up on where we left off with Chihaya and Taichi going to the Fujisaki summer training camp. They walk in on the team doing exercises, and they're like, whoa, they're doing exercises. I forgot this was like their thing. Their coach goes over their like routine, which is alternating between exercising and playing Karuta. Also, Retro is here for some reason.
Yeah, pointless character. Go
Listen,
away.
let me tell you, we spend a lot of screen time to characters that do not matter in these first 3 episodes.
Ugh. It's like not a character that's funny or interesting. Like, why are you here?
This show may have the worst side comedy characters out of any ones the ones we've watched.
For real. Absolutely out of the ones we've watched here in Shoujo. Oh, my God.
Yeah. They do some training and it knocks them out. They're all tired. Oh, exercising. During a break, Retro tells Chihaya that the Fujisaki coach was a 5-time runner-up to being queen. And let me tell you, we're going to learn a lot about the Fujisaki coach in these next 3 episodes. A character that does not matter.
I think she's cool.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't like her because she's just like, what if I was stoic and boring? And I'm like, you sure are stoic and boring.
Oh. I think she's cool.
We get some scenes with the Fujisaki kids, but I hate them, so who cares? That's my note. It's a scene with a blonde guy in Rion or whatever, and he's like asking her out, and she like,
yeah.
But then he like chickens out and it makes it a group event. I hate that guy.
Yeah, he's the most expressive out of the bunch, I guess. Because, yeah, Rion and the coach are both very stone-faced, so he's the only one very transparent in what he's feeling.
Yeah, now he is a college kid asking out a high schooler, so, you know.
Oh, well, they're still third years, right? It's just that they're like focusing on exams. But
is it not graduated yet?
He will be a college kid soon. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just like you just drop it like it's hot when it's time for exams.
Okay. Let's see. Later, the girls are having girl talk because they're doing like a sleepover or something, I guess. Like it's a summer, like they're sleeping over.
It's training camp. Camp, so they're like staying. I'm assuming didn't they have to like take a train? They did have to take a train,
so maybe it was kind of far.
Yeah.
Some rando girl asks Chihaya if she has a boyfriend, and she's like, I don't, but I have someone in mind. And then the girls are like, ooh. And then they talk about how they wanted to ask out some of the 30-year boys, but honestly, all those guys suck so bad, I don't understand why anybody would like them. I wrote that down.
Nope. Yeah.
God, the Fujisaki people suck.
Yeah, well, yeah. It is fun because Chihaya's all like, oh my God, is this love talk? Like, is this what the kids do, right? It's happening to me.
Yeah. You could have done with Sumire last season, but you didn't. They're doing it with these random nameless girls.
Did ask, literally. Yeah. Ugh.
On the boys' side, Taichi talks to the Fujisaki's extremely weird president, and he gets him to show him like how to do stretches, basically. Chihaya and Retro see the two of them doing stretches from outside because they're like walking around outside and they're doing the stretches in a building. And they talk about how Taichi has gotten a lot better. And Retro speculates that Taichi plays better when Chihaya isn't there.
Okay, and we keep getting like Chihaya's inner monologue being like, I don't understand a lot of things. I especially don't understand Taichi. And I'm just like, yeah, we know. At least you know that you don't know.
You finally learned that you don't know anything. Cool.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, Nishida is pissed that Kana has left their card as training camp for the night and isn't sleeping over. And she dipped because she's just trying to get Chihaya and Taichi alone together and doesn't really seem to care about the summer camp, which is very funny. Training continues, and Taichi is pretty good at, running, being a former soccer player and all, so he is not getting worn out. They reach the part of the day where you play matches, and Chihaya has matched against Rion 3 times in a row. Chihaya and Rion talk about their ambitions and Rion's lack thereof, because she's just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just doing this. They play their first match, and Chihaya loses badly because she's trying to improve her game sense, and also her hand is still hurt, so she's mostly using her left hand. They break to eat lunch, and Chihaya and Rion eat lunch together, and Rion eats like 20 rice balls in a row. It's ridiculous.
That's wild. That's
crazy. She commits to wanting to win next year's tournament, but doesn't really care about becoming queen, so we're kind of getting mixed signals from her. And she says she's doing this for rice also, I guess, because her grandmother gives her rice when she wins, so this is why she's eating a lot of food.
Lame backstory. Yep. We could have lived with whatever they gave us already. And not
I think you're not a big Rion fan.
No, she's fine, but it's just like this rice incentive is not.
It's not. You should. Well, rice is pretty cheap. I bet she can just buy it.
Yeah.
Chihaya asks Rion about her game sense, but Rion sulks instead of answering. I don't really get why she was doing this.
I don't know. She's conflicted about her own feeling on it. So.
Yeah, because she's trying to like be better too. So everyone's going through it. They play their second match, and the reader sucks, so Riona's doing bad. But since Chihaya is still left-handed, Rion still wins, but it's a lot closer.
Yeah, I guess this has probably been a very humbling experience for Chihaya, who's like used to just winning constantly. Yeah.
Yep. The third match starts, and it's not going great for Chihaya, but then the Fujisaki coach comes and fixes her posture, and this helps her out. And everyone else is like, damn, she never fixes our posture. What's going on with that?
Dude, I wish I had someone like that here, and they would just appear like a ghost and fix my posture for me.
Never heard of those things where you can like, they're like body braids or whatever, where you like wrap around yourself and it kind of like forces you into like having better posture? Ever thought about that? Like a strap.
Body braids? I know they have like the little harness things you can wear, but like seems like those are. I feel, and braces I think only work if you're like still growing. Like as an adult, they don't do anything. But I don't know. I just always say like I wish like the predator would come and like pluck my head and pull out my spine and like whip it around and get all the kinks out of it and then put it back, and I would be alive somehow. And then
I love this visioning of
have a normal
of the predator being like a nice, helpful guy.
Yeah. Oh god, that would feel
be
so
good. Sometimes I wish I was a cartoon and could just do that
without dying. Yeah.
Anyway, the match continues, and it seems like both Rion and Chihaya are improving. Do they say who wins that match? I don't remember. I think Chihaya still loses.
Yeah, but it's close and taxing on both of them. Each round is intense.
Yeah. And then Taichi and Chihaya are matched against each other, but we cut away from the match, so we don't get to see it. Later, Taichi and
Ew. I guess they're saving it for if they do actually face off in a like actual match. Save all the like thinking about things for that.
Later, Taichi and Chihaya ride the train home together because the summer camp's over. She refuses to sit down because she's annoyed that she lost to him, so we know she lost. Taichi tells her that he's gonna beat her this year, so hopefully her hand gets better, you know? Because I'm gonna beat you. We're rivals now. Back at Fujisaki, Riona asked the coach why she had Taichi and Chihaya play each other, which is like they can play each other at home. They don't need to come to this summer camp to play each other. They can just do that whenever. But the coach says that Taichi had beaten everybody at the Fujisaki camp, and also.
Oh, let's go, Taichi!
And also she thinks that like having him play Chihaya can give him more confidence. The end. There literally isn't an ending credit scene. It just cuts to black.
That's right. That is true. Yeah.
Training camp.
Yeah.
It was boring.
I mean, it's more. Well, I guess the first season we had like training montage, but this is the only like kind of listening in on the training that we see.
Yeah, well, the problem is that they went to a training camp, but it's not the main cast. It's just Taichi and Chihaya, and their whole thing is how they're not interacting on purpose. So instead, it's just them interacting with characters I do not like that much. I mean, Rion's fine. She's like, whatever.
Nope.
The Fujisaki captain guy who just keeps doing his hair, not interesting. The Fujisaki coach, whatever. Nope. I can't believe she's still in this. Let me tell you, she's going to be in this.
Yeah. Whatever her name is.
Yeah, whatever her name. I never learned her name.
Joe.
Yeah?
I'm so tired.
We're only through the first episode. What do you mean you're so tired? I'm literally just dunking on it, too. You're not even, like, talking about what's good about it. Like, this is your favorite show. You're letting me just say that the first episode was boring.
Well, it was like, I could probably have skipped through half of this episode and been with it.
This is your favorite show.
Yeah, so it's like that.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Should we just go? Do we need to take a break? Do you need to, like, chug a coffee? What do you need?
No, I'm just saying. That's why I'm not trying. Maybe I'm like going to exhaust myself saying every little, like, very unimportant comment that I would normally. So I'm going to conserve energy while I listen to you.
Okay.
And chime in when I feel it.
Well, we'll go to episode 2.
My eyes will be closed.
Oh my god, do not fall asleep during the recording. You gotta hit end recording. You're gonna run out of hard drive space. It's just gonna record you snoring for like an hour.
Oh my god, I do snore, I found out. on the bachelorette trip, or at least I think when I was
you have
like,
sleep apnea? Maybe that's why you need a nap all the time.
I thought that's when you can't sleep.
Well, no, it means you get bad quality sleep because you're constantly like waking yourself up in like a small, undetectable way.
Yeah, probably, maybe.
You should get that checked.
Probably, maybe. Let me just say
you should get that checked if that's true, because you can improve your sleep quality.
Yeah. I started taking ashwagandha.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Dietary supplements. I just learned about. Joe, I just sound too tired. I don't want to explain it. You can Google it later.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
Episode 2. The haze.
Go ahead.
The hazed early dawn light comes not from the moon.
We open on a school assembly where the top athletes are congratulated on their performance. This is Arata's school, so he's on stage for winning the tournament last season. He's very embarrassed, but is able to ask the crowd that if they want to, like, he's like, oh, I want to form a Karta team next year. So if anybody wants to play Karta on my team, let me know. And then we get the actual season OP, which is much better. This one, this OP has a lot of editing going on, and it feels much more stylish than the other one. So I think this is probably the best one.
Yeah. I concur.
You're like dying. I'm like watching you. Like...
listening.
Okay. Afterwards, Arata is...
Listeners, don't you fall asleep. It's fine.
I'm not even close to falling asleep. This is just a you thing.
I'm awake.
You sure you don't want to take a break?
I'm sure. Okay.
Afterwards, Arata is recovering from his embarrassment. He tries to recruit a girl he knows to the Karta club, but she rejects him. Unfortunately, while everybody seems to have a family member that likes playing Karta, none of the students themselves are actually into it.
I think it was the neighbor girl from
the one who was scared of him. Yeah, who's acting like he's like the Unabomber.
Or was telling them to leave him alone. Oh my god.
Dang. We didn't get to see more of her. I thought she was going to be like something.
Yep.
Back in Tokyo, Chihaya has to fill out her career sheet again. Chihaya's friend from the previous episode's flashback, whose name is Michiru, talks about the upcoming class trip to Kyoto, and she's gone and scoped the place out. In the Karta Club, Kana is dismayed to have only seen, or to see that the only progress Chihaya and Taichi's relationship has been their Karta rivalry. They have not gotten romantically closer at all. All of her efforts for nothing.
Dang. Kana's plans foiled.
With only her left hand, Taichi can constantly beat Chihaya, and she is not happy about it. Everyone else in the club talks about how they want to make Class A. Taichi has Chihaya and Sumire play each other and tells Chihaya to find a way to incorporate her right arm more. Shockingly, Sumire is also motivated to get better at Karta, so yay.
Yay. Sumire.
Kana sees this.
You just gotta chill out on the mascara or something. Something's a bit too severe.
Kana sees this and is like, I guess I'll try to get better too. Sure. And me. I'm also here. Their coach bursts in to tell the team that the Master and Queen qualifier matches are scheduled on the same day as their class trip. And they're like, well, I guess we just won't go on the school trip. But then the coach is like, you're not allowed to skip school.
I can't believe. I guess it's like because it is school. But it's wild that it's like, no, you have to. Because is the school paying for it? Or the students have to pay for it? What if they can't afford to go?
This seems like something.
I feel like I had so little field trips in my education. We never went anywhere that you had to travel a long time to get to.
No, we didn't do much traveling either. Although one time we went to San Antonio for a engineering competition thing, but it turns out we got the day wrong, so we just hung out in San Antonio for a day instead. It was the best day ever. It was so good.
Nice.
Anyway, Chihaya is a mess because she wants to go to the qualifier and the school trip. Kana tries to make her feel better by talking about how she banks luck by acting like a proper lady and straightening out everybody's shoes. And then she tells Chihaya to think about what she's going to do next. And maybe you should start acting like a proper lady or something. I didn't really follow this conversation that well, to be honest.
I thought this was Chihaya's so worried about how well she'll do. I'm going to manipulate the situation to tell her that behaving is going to improve her luck, which is going to improve her Karta. So I thought this was a tactic by Kana.
Yeah.
Well, Chihaya's dumb, so she'll believe it.
You're right. And she does.
Yeah.
And then Kana wonders if Chihaya's going to skip the school trip and go to the qualifier instead.
Well, as the coach said in the last well, no, just kidding. That's the next episode. Winning or becoming queen, it's a matter of who are you going against? What condition are you in? And that's not always going to be the same every year. So I feel like if you want to be queen, but then it's what if Chihaya became queen, but only for 1 year and then she never got it back? Would she just be so hung up on that? Probably.
She'd be like Yumi or whatever.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyways.
In class, the students have to review each other's 20 poems they had to write over the break, and they mostly laugh at each other, and their teacher says that the process of creation is embarrassing, so they need to get used to being embarrassed. And then he gives a little speech about legacy. It was fine. I don't like this old man, but it's fine because he's gross. No. Anyway. At the doctor's office, the doctor tells Chihaya that her finger is all good now, so she can use it like before. Back at the Karuta Club, Chihaya gets back at Taichi by beating him, and she tells him to play better, but he is like, you're still recovering, and she's like, nah, I'm fine, whatever. Chihaya tells Kana that she wants to practice wearing a hakama for an upcoming tournament, and everybody thinks that she's definitely going to skip the school trip. In the teacher's lounge, their coach is sure that the Karuta Club is all going to skip in the school trip, and that she's going to get in trouble when people find out that the entire club skipped. And then Chihaya's homeroom teacher comes in and shows Chihaya's career slip, and she's shocked, but we don't get to see what it says.
Yeah, I guess if it would be fun if you have friends to go on these school trips, but if you didn't have any friends, let's see these being horrific.
Yeah, it would probably really suck if you just didn't know anybody and you're just ugh.
Well, because they get to go off on their own, I feel like, and it's just hope the children come back to the hotel you're staying at.
Yep. Ugh. It's tournament time, and the Karuta Society leaders brag about their team members. This tournament is just for Class A's and B's. Samira gives Taichi a drink and wishes him luck, and I think that's the last time we see her.
Bye.
Dr. Harada comes to motivate Taichi to help him stomp the competition, but then he mentions that he heard that their school trip overlaps with the qualifiers, and he's like, that's really bad luck, man, but I don't know, don't worry about it. There's gonna be plenty of other qualifiers, it's chill. So he's very much on, you should go on your class trip.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, Chihaya finds Arata, and Arata gets all blushy and tells Chihaya that she looks cute in a hakama. And then she tells him that she's going to win every match wearing that hakama, so watch out, and then he leaves. So that's a little bit of flirting.
I'm well, it's so hard to discern if he is actively thinking that, I guess he does think that, or knows that he likes her. But it's not the priority in his life.
Yeah, they can never just hang out outside of Karuta tournaments. This is the problem.
Well, it's can you like each other that much if you just are both putting each other on the back burner? But maybe that's why they're compatible. Because they're both willing to do that.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why they're compatible at all, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, Taichi and Arata are both so cute. Chihaya has such good options.
Then Pseudo shows up and almost goads Chihaya into making another bet, but Taichi drags her off before she can do it. But then Pseudo makes a bet with Taichi that whoever loses first has to skip the Master Qualifier in 2 weeks, and Taichi's like, yeah, sure, whatever, because he's not even sure if he's going anyway. In round 1, Chihaya is against Makoto, the blonde dude from Fujisaki. We get some shot of the other Class A players from previous seasons, and we see that Taichi is against the Fujisaki's current captain that he hung out with at camp last episode, and Nishida is against Pseudo. In the Class B room, Satomu loses and is bummed out by it. For all of his talk about making Class A, it's not going to be easy. He starts slapping himself, trying to get him to stop doom spiraling. When Kana shows up and cheers him up, it turns out she was watching his match, and she tells him that she's going to catch up with him one day and be in Class B, and they all go to watch the Class A match together.
Do we think the show's going to try and ship them together?
I don't think so.
Nishida is just a big loser now.
It's true. Nishida does nothing but take L's.
What happened? Yeah. He was cool season 1.
Yeah.
Never again.
Never again. But yeah. I don't know. This is cute. I like Scuba, or not Scuba. God, why do I keep saying that? Satomu. I like Satomu. I don't like Scuba. Scuba can fall in a ditch. But it's fine. This isn't really an arc. This is just a scene that happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, both Chihaya and Taichi have won their matches, but Pseudo and Nishida are still ongoing, and currently it's 1-4 in Pseudo's favor, so he is on his last card. Pseudo's like, I destroyed this guy last year. How is he so much better? But Pseudo is able to take the last card and win. Nishida thinks to himself that at least he was able to wear Pseudo down a little bit, so when he plays his teammates later on, he's going to be worse at it. And Taichi thinks to himself that now he understands how individual tournaments are also partly a team game when you're in societies. As we cut to credits. These credits are pretty good. We finally get the credit sequence and it looks nice.
Yeah. I like that it almost feels like Taichi is becoming our protagonist of the show, even though named
Dude,
Chihaya.
I wish.
Yeah, he just gives us so much more like thought behind things than Chihaya does.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Nishida is just such an afterthought now. And also it's like Chihaya's beaten Pseudo. I feel like Pseudo is never going to be that big of a threat to like being an obstacle on the route to Queen and King. So I don't know why we keep letting him get to be like why do we keep these side characters around?
I keep wondering, why is Pseudo still here?
And the side characters get more than the freaking actual side characters.
I don't know. It makes no sense to me.
Oh.
Because, like, Pseudo isn't even, like, you're not even supposed to like him. Like, what if he followed a guy around that we all kind of hate?
Yeah, I guess maybe it's like the author made this nice, wholesome thing, and they're like, no, you need some funny characters in the show. And then they're like, whatever, my dumb editor wants something, so I'm just gonna put these in so that I can freaking get on with the what if that was.
Yeah, but he doesn't really function as a rival, right? Like he comes to like shit talk, which is fine, but he's not like a Team Rocket, you know what I mean? Like he's not goofy or he's not funny, but he also isn't actually a threat.
Well, and it's like he's like the one inspiring the rest of that school, but we don't care about any of those people, so we don't care that he's like there to rally them.
Who cares about Retro's team? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
Episode 3
is called But From the Crystal White Snow of Yoshino. We open on people talking about the tournament. One name keeps popping up as a favorite. Hirokuna Haruka, a former queen returning from maternity leave. So this is like the furthest back.
In the way of Karuta.
Yeah. So like I guess it was Shinobu's the current queen. Before Shinobu it was Yumi. And before Yumi it was this chick, Haruka. Is that right?
I guess so, but also, well, I guess maybe Yumi only became queen in the absence of Haruka.
Because Haruka has two kids.
There wasn't. Because I guess it's like if you were on maternity leave, is there no like queen title, or there's no match against the existing queen? It's just setting a new one.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Probably. You probably just like forfeit the title. Like you resign from it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make sense. Because I said it'd been like 5 years or something, right? Which would line up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because Shinobu's 2 year, the queen for 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, she leaves her match to breastfeed her baby, and she talks to the Fujisaki coach because they're friends. This is why we get a lot of Fujisaki coach screen time. Elsewhere, Chihaya, Nishida, Kana, and Satomu all eat lunch. Taichi decides to sit alone on a bench and hum his school song to himself instead.
Which is kind of funny and embarrassing.
Which is pathetic.
Like, ew, the school song when the band came to play for them or whatever.
Oh, God, listen to something. Listen, we know he should be humming Creed. We know he's a Christian. We know he wears a Christian cross.
We don't know any of those things, and I don't want to believe it.
We saw it last season.
Don't do that to Taichi. You can do I think it's more of like a style thing there.
I think Taichi should go on like a church retreat.
He's better than Kazehaya.
Where you like all sit in a circle and pray. I had to go to a church retreat one time.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was bad because I got confirmed and they made me go. Because I'm Catholic, or I'm Catholic, I guess. Because I got confirmed and therefore I still get the membership perks, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember
Forever?
we did a thing where you like, yeah, forever. It's confirmation, baby.
Okay.
Me and my patron saint, Joan of Arc, for life. We did like there was like a thing we had to do where we had to like pray the rosary together, which sucks. If you ever prayed the rosary, it's terrible.
Do you get the beads?
Yeah, with the beads. You just say the same like 4 prayers a bajillion times in a row, and it's terrible. But as I was having to do this, the people from across, because it was like we were on like a little ledge, and people across the river were just blasting "I Love Rock and Roll" on repeat over and over and over again. It was very funny. Taichi should do that. I think funny. Taichi should have to experience that thing that I experienced in real life.
Hasn't he been through enough?
No.
I think Taichi's been through enough.
He needs some Catholic guilt. This is why he like is always miserable. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
No, I don't know.
Arata finds him and they catch up a little bit. They talk about starting memorization strategy because they're nerds. Then Arata pivots the conversation to starting a karuta club, and he asks Taichi for any advice. And Taichi like gets up and starts to sulk about the fact that Arata is doing the thing he was doing last season. And he leaves and wonders why he's so annoyed with Arata. And it's
he did a cool guy like side glance, like somebody's confident, huh?
Yeah.
Cool guy walk, and then was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Internally. Well, I'm like, because you see, it feels like I'm like my conscious nap. I feel better already. I feel like I can talk a bit more just from closing my eyes for like 5 minutes.
It wasn't me telling that story.
Sure, that also uplifted,
rejuvenated you.
Yeah. Like we see snippets of where it seems like they would be really good friends, and it's ruined because of Chihaya existing.
It's very funny.
They just
that like the thing of season 3 is that like, you know, Taichi's just like way better at everything when you're not here, Chihaya.
Yeah.
Extremely funny.
Yeah, because it feels I don't know. It's a recent thing to do the whole like, oh, you think they're getting together with this guy, but actually they're gonna end up with this guy instead. That didn't start happening until I feel like recently in fictional stories, and so I feel like this one must be destined for her to show. But it's like but then again, it's also like we get so much time with Taichi that like we naturally become more fond of him than Arata.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is the author's agenda? And like,
Arata's not even in the OVA. He shows up to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe at this point, Taichi should just move away.
Yeah.
Taichi should join the clergy.
Be in Tokyo for school because the Arata's going to be there for college.
Taichi should become a priest.
Like Arata could even be like the show where it's like maybe a different life, but Taichi and Arata are like brothers, and Chihaya was in love with and dating Arata, but then he got into some tragic accident, passed away, and so it's just been like Chihaya being like possessed by the memory of him, and so she can't see that Taichi's been there for her all along, kind of vibe.
What are we doing? What is this fanfic? You just come up with this?
This is like a thing that happened. Well, yeah, no. Like, there's a Catherine Anderson book, or Kristen Hanna maybe, but like, whereas like, I don't. It's a thing I have read somewhere.
Okay.
But it was like the brother had like gotten in an accident, like donated his heart, or some not important. Anyways, it feels like it could be like that, where Arata is like a memory and not an actual person, because nothing's going to progress with him, but he's also getting in the way of Chihaya and Taichi.
Season 3 reveal that Arata was a ghost the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That would be so good. We skip ahead a bit and learn that Chihaya and Taichi are still in on round 4 of the tournament. Chihaya's coach and the Fujisaki coach have a long and mostly boring conversation about whether or not Chihaya has what it takes to be queen. But we don't get to hear what she says. because every conversation with the coach ends with something we don't get the answer to. The next round matches are announced. It is Arata versus Yumi from the last time who didn't become queen. Dr. Harada versus that child prodigy, so he gets to play a kindergartner or like an elementary school kid, which is extremely funny.
And this isn't even the one that we saw that had a whole episode dedicated to
It's
her.
not? It's a different one?
I think it's a different kid. Otherwise, they would have acknowledged that, I think.
I think they did. I think there's like a cameo.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just some other kid.
That would be weird. Whatever. He has to play a kid and it's funny. Pseudo versus Rion. Taichi versus that guy on Retro's team who's class A. Chihaya versus the runner-up from the Masters tournament last year. And then Arata versus some rando. This isn't even announced. I just saw it in the background. Taichi asks his opponent why he wears those swirly hairpins.
No. No.
What?
You have Arata listed twice there.
Do I? Oh.
Yeah.
Who is this? Who's playing Yumi then? Oh, Arata's playing that.
It's Arata.
Damn.
Everyone disregard that last bullet point.
Disregard that last bullet point. Anyway, Taichi asks his opponent why he wears those swirly hairpins, but it's just to distract his opponent, and also this guy is creepy, and I don't like him, and neither does Taichi. So another annoying guy in the cast.
Yep.
Hooray. Don't have enough of those.
Dime a dozen.
Kana goes and sits by the reader to learn from him because he's a big deal. Play starts and the reader is really good at reading. It like blows everybody away. Chihaya's opponent hits hard, but it doesn't get to her and she recovers. Chihaya lets out a little yelp as she realizes that she hasn't had her little shoulder band thing her teacher made for her last season on, and then she puts it on. Chihaya's coach tells the Fujisaki coach that she's worried for Chihaya because she's bad at school and being a karuta player isn't a real job. And then we learn that her career slip says that she wants to be a high school teacher so she can be a karuta coach, just like the Fujisaki coach. Except I feel like you have to be good at other stuff to be a teacher. Like teaching.
Oh, Lord. She's going to be the gym teacher.
For sure. Chihaya is playing better than ever, and also she's using the light touch strategy that Shinobu does. So it's like she's not smacking every card, she's just kind of lightly hitting it. Play continues, and everybody plays the way they normally do. So Pseudo's all mean, and, you know, everybody else is the same. Yumi is like contesting cards and stuff. Yumi is able to guilt Arata into giving her cards because he's very passive. Chihaya and Haruka's cards collide with each other and they pick up the wrong one, so they have to swap them, and the Fujisaki coach thinks they're very similar. We learn that Haruka was her rival back in the day, and she attributed her talent to her listening ability, just like everybody else at a high level. This game is literally just about listening.
Oh, she looked cuter. I liked her hairstyle.
She looks
more than...
I didn't mention this.
Like
Haruka looks like a Hunter x Hunter character.
No, 100%.
Like, she's got like bright orange hair and she's got like eyes. She has like cat-like eyes where they're like a big line slit into it. It looks like she could be in like the Phantom Troop. It's bizarre. Yep. She does not look like anybody else in the show.
Nah. That queen vibe.
Taichi's game isn't going so well. His opponent is trying to wear him down, and he remembers that this is like kind of a team game because you want to wear people down. Taichi shifts his strategy to focus on blocking and starts to do better. Rion is also picking up steam, but it's not enough, and Pseudo wins by 8. Pseudo makes a sexist comment, and Rion looks pissed because Pseudo sucks.
Yes. I know. It's like, why is she giving me so much trouble? She's just a girl.
Yep.
Shut up,
I'm so done with this guy. Who cares?
Get out of here.
Arata beats Yumi. Whatever. Chihaya wins her match, and we learn that her opponent stopped playing for half a year after he lost to the master, and he's like, oh, I lost to her because I'd stopped playing. Dang. Taichi wins off screen.
Taichi!
Because they don't let members of the same society play each other unless they have to, the pool of opponents for next round is pretty small, actually. In the next round, we see that Chihaya is matched against Haruka, the tournament favorite, as we cut to credits.
Bah, bah, bah. So we know what the next 3 episodes are going to be about.
I can't believe we're just in another tournament immediately.
Always. Hey, you're complaining about the one episode in this batch that wasn't a tournament one.
That's because it was a training camp, but it was really boring because it wasn't a training camp with the people I like. It was training camp with people I don't like.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Because, like...
I'm looking at the thumbnails for next episodes.
Like, with I don't watch... I, like the feeling that a good sports anime gives me. It's just that I haven't found many that I like. But like, and this is like not doing the sport part as well as some do, but also then it does things that they don't that I wish they had. So it's, but like in Haikyuu, it's like the side characters you come to like, and even if you don't get to see them that much, they have like distinct personalities, and there's certain main cast characters that they get along with or don't. And so it's interesting when we do see them, or fun. Versus this, it's like, God, here we go with this guy again. Get him out of my face. Like, so yeah, I mean, this is, and like only even the main cast of side characters don't get that much. So I guess
like
no one, I don't know. It's like no one's a winner in this show. Everyone's a loser in this series.
That's just sports. You play sports, you're gonna lose. You know, sports is a game for losers. Episode title. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't have to be. I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, we spend so much time with like new side characters. Like, we spend a lot of time with Rion in these episodes. She's in all three.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And I feel like they're not even going to do anything interesting with her. So why are we getting more?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they are. Like, Nishida's gone. He's like barely in the main cast anymore.
Yeah.
Arata is kind of in the main cast now a little bit, but still not that much.
Yeah.
Like, we need to start having a lot of time with Arata to make up for the fact that he's basically not been in the show up to this point.
For sure. For sure.
What do you think is going to happen in this tournament? You think it's going to be a repeat of last time?
I think.
Do we think
I think Chihaya will lose against this lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's the thing will be, do they go? I feel like I could see it being like Chihaya being suckered into going to the school trip, but then Taichi going and doing the master
hell yeah.
thing. Because like I feel like that's what he was doing with the club for a while, where everyone was practicing together, but he was going off and doing these tournaments on his own. So I could see it being that that's what happens. And then maybe we see him and Arata going against each other. No, because they wouldn't go against each other, because it'll be qualifiers first, and then it'll be against all the different region. So that would be a while from now still. But
yeah,
I don't know. Hopefully we just get more Taichi.
Yeah, hopefully. Like, so the thing is that like it's too early in the season for Chihaya to play against Arata, but this is one of the last chances they have for a mixed gender match, because this is a weird tournament because genders can play against each other, and it feels like everything after this is going to be segregated.
Yeah.
So when are they going to get to play?
No. Maybe they could just do it for fun.
God, imagine.
Are in these areas together. They could just be like, hey, we'll do the tournament, blah, 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 and then we can hang out the next day and all of us could just play for fun.
God, imagine if that was the summer camp. Imagine if this show was about playing karuta for fun instead of playing it for glory or whatever.
Because they're only sophomores, and it's like, if this series goes past what they show in the anime, then like I'm assuming it all goes down in year 3 and then the show ends. So it's like, do we get it before then, or we only get it like at the very end of the show?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like it's gonna be Arata and Taichi before it ever be Arata and Chihaya. And then if Taichi loses to Arata, then he's gonna be so dejected and just like, oh my god, the saddest.
Gonna be gone.
Sad Taichi. Yes. What do you think is gonna happen?
I think
want to happen.
I think Chihaya will have to go to the hospital, so she can't be present, and then Taichi can play Arata. Because Taichi can't play Arata if Chihaya's there, because we know that she makes him bad at games.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe all Taichi actually needs is like the respect of Arata and not Chihaya's love.
Imagine. I don't think so. I think he's doomed. Our doomed boy will never.
I feel like he just needs more confidence in himself, and then he could get over the Chihaya thing, because he just is a chip on his shoulder that he's not good enough because he's not better than Arata at karuta. And so, like, even if he didn't get Chihaya, if he could beat Arata, I feel like he would be doing better.
We need to free my boy by the end of this show.
Yes. But the sequel series where he becomes an uncle, as we speculated.
Yeah.
where he has no one still. We don't know if that's actually
Maybe
what
he
happens.
just becomes like a Batman, or is fighting crime.
I don't know. I don't think that's it, but
could be.
Oh God, that's the biggest question I'll have for like if I ever. I guess I'll just have to read some crappy fan translated. Not we need fan translations, but like it's gonna because I like unofficial translations like butcher the words sometimes or it doesn't make sense, and so in this very complicated show of rules of the game, I feel like the translation would just. I would be totally lost with what was happening. But, it's so technical, but I would really like to find out what happens at the end of this series, one way or another. Maybe in like 6 years we'll get season 4.
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah. Well,
there we go.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Rate us 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice. Tell your friends about it. Get hyped for the next several weeks of Chihayafuru season 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go team.
Go team.
What did we learn?
What did we learn? What did we? Did we learn anything? Did I learn anything from these episodes? I learned that the tale of Genji just doesn't have that many characters in it, I guess. Is that true?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with it at all. But my lesson was, normally I like blow Joe off as long as possible so that I can get a nap in before recording, and it turns out that is the right move. Then I'm not falling asleep in the middle of it's better because today I was like, I'll just get it done early so that then I'll have the day. Oh God, I made it through though. We did it.
Wow. I learned
the
that
nap is going to be incredible.
The episodes where Chihaya is not in very much, and also for Taichi's own good, Chihaya, it's just better when Chihaya is not there.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. He's my number 1 side character, and she's low in my protagonist ranking overall too. So. Yep. All right.
Well.
On that
nice note.
Yeah.
See you next week with 3 more episodes of Chihayafuru.
Yes.
Maybe her match with Haruka will end by those 3 episodes.
Hopefully. I mean, yeah, it's not Dragon Ball, so it's not as bad, but yeah. I promise to next week I'm still gonna be tired because I'll have been moving the
Get
entire
checked out
time.
for sleep apnea. Maybe that's the key.
Oh my God. Tired. Everyone should take a nap right now.
Go to sleep.
And see you next time on Shoujo.
Bye.